Hello,
We
everyone.
made it.
Welcome
We're
back.
here. Hello.
We took off last week.
Hello.
Real quick, Instagram and X and Facebook and all that. But we took off last week because of the obvious reason, Charlie Kirk. I never met him. Actually, I met him briefly. I'm sorry. Pray for his family.
Yes.
Just very, very sad and
We
aggravating and angering and all
were
those.
not in the mood to come up and try to do anything
Yeah.
funny. We were all pretty depressed and absolutely shocked. I loved him. I used to watch him all the time.
I can't shake it either, and it's not like you ever will, but it still has a profound impact.
I agree.
Yeah.
We could let's talk. We'll talk more about him later. But prayers out to his family.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I'll just tell you. Everybody says he was a nice guy. I just wanted to tell you this quick story. My wife and I were in D.C. for prayer breakfast in 2017, and we were with our dear friend Vivian. She had a ring, big ring, and she lost it. And my wife and Vivian were on the floor looking for it. And who came over to help? Charlie Kirk.
Wow.
Got down on his hands and knees, 6'6" of him, and helped him find the ring.
He was going to keep it if he found it, though.
Anyway, but we'll talk about more about Charlie, the great Charlie Kirk, when we towards the end here. Anyway, so again, watch us on all the platforms. And so tonight's topics, we're going to, try to get back into a little bit of light comedy here. So we're talking about when can you honk your horn in your car? When is that? What's the time limit? I just got back from New York and how expensive it is to travel. And we have a video of a gentleman. When you see the video, we're going to talk about it, and maybe you'll help us out here. We've got the first contestant, and for lack of a better word, for George. He's already blushing. He's already blushing. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Ding, number one. So we'll be talking to her. Her name is Noelle Agape, and then we're going to find out what that name is. That sounds great.
Noella?
Noella?
No,
Okay.
it's Noella.
Noella or Noelle?
Noelle. Noelle Agape.
Yeah.
Noelle Agape.
Yeah,
I was saying Noelle Agape, not Noelle Agape. Anyway, all right. And then the mail, and then George has a correction on something that we talked about 2 weeks ago. And then that's it. So first of all, I there's two things been happening. I don't know why. First, my daughter, and we talked about this. I talked about this at some point. My daughter put Instagram on my phone. Mark, you don't have Instagram, do you?
Yeah, I do. Sure.
Isn't it the most addictive thing? It's unbelievable.
It can be. I mean, I don't do it much, but I should do it more because I go in and I've got all these messages. But
no, I understand. But there's so many videos of what it was like in the 70s and 80s life. And I sit there and I
haven't bumped into that.
Oh,
I get that on YouTube. See, I'm a big YouTube guy. I'll look at, but
you know what? I'm sorry. We had it great. It was the best. Sorry. I don't care about all this technological crap. I could do without it. I leave my phone everywhere I go because I don't really want it anymore. But
I think you do that subconsciously. You're right.
You're right. George, I'm constantly leaving it behind. And I'm like, oh, wait, do I have dementia? God forbid. My mother had Alzheimer's. I'm like, no, I just don't want the damn thing. But it was great. It was the best. And I wish I could take my child and put her back there, but I can't. Okay.
Well, it's funny you say that because what popped up on YouTube is they had a little thing that said life in the 70s.
Yep.
And they literally showed the cars and the families and the TV dinners and the first color TV. I mean, it was like going in a time machine. I totally agree with you. It was great.
It's not only that, they'll show these stills of of teenagers just hanging out just like on a corner, sitting on a stoop and going to the mall. And I'm like, yeah, Mark, we're gonna work on time travel.
We should
the
do it.
best music, the best rock and roll to me actually came from early 70s. So too.
The 70s rock and roll. I have it on my Sirius XM. My wife doesn't like it. She thinks it's all drug music.
Really? You got Who's Next, Sticky Fingers, Aqualung, Sweet Baby Jane, Zozo. It all came out in 71, man. That's 1 year.
I get it. Cream.
1 year.
Who? Wait, say that again.
They all came out the same year.
Who?
Sticky Fingers, Zoso. Gosh, I can't remember.
George.
Who's Next?
George, who the hell are those?
All came out in 71.
Who the hell is Sticky Fingers? I've never heard of
We don't know.
Isn't that the Stones record I'm thinking of?
Oh, the Stones. I've heard of them. Sticky. Oh, no, it's not. Whatever. Okay. I'm giving album names. We're looking for the artists. Anyway. Okay. So getting to the honking.
Hold on.
Does
We have a diagram.
Does anybody remember Felix Unger?
I don't understand that diagram.
George has
jump in, Scott. What
George
this is?
this on his windshield.
Are you kidding me, George? That is so confusing.
No, Mark, you agree with this. We've talked about this.
What?
You are the car. If you look at the bottom, we're in the car, the second square at the bottom, behind the car.
Oh, yeah, where they won't turn right when people are turning left.
Right. So this guy turning left, even if you get somebody's coming west.
Yeah, he'll get hit. You won't.
He's going to get hit, but you still sit there and wait. So this is definitely okay to honk.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
You love it.
Yeah,
you love it.
I hate that.
No, I do too. But this
Or how about this?
Go ahead.
Going in, they don't go into the middle of the intersection when you're making a left turn. They wait by the thing when you can get two cars waiting to make a left, and cars will just sit there, at the crosswalk, and they won't go in when they have a green light.
So you can do that in California. You can do that in California. You can't do it here.
No. Anywhere you can do. I'm talking about a left turn. When you're behind a person who's making a left turn, you go out to the center, and then when the car's clear, you turn.
Yes, but you can't do it in Florida.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying people won't do it, and then they wait, and the one car gets to turn, and the other two.
Gridlock problem? You mean you can't pull out and wait in the middle of the intersection to turn?
It's for first responders.
Well, so our habit here is the light goes red and three people continue that turn on the red. You can't do that in Florida. Really?
No. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That would really bother me.
But but the question is, so how much time do you give the person in front of you before you honk the horn?
Well, we're too polite.
By the second car.
No.
Yeah, the first car.
How long do you give them?
I said,
How long do you guys watching? How long do you give the person in front of you to honk before you honk your horn?
Laura Stone
5
says
seconds.
5 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, Laura Stone, 5 seconds. Okay. Mark, does your horn work?
I'll let if a car's turning left and there's another car behind it and he doesn't go, then I'll give him a honk.
David,
think you're right. How many seconds?
What you're
Probably
saying?
5
seconds. A half a second. That must be a New Yorker.
Have a second, Leanne. I want to ride with you.
That's a New Yorker. Well, George. Well, so you will honk. You know what? Can I tell you the truth? I won't even honk anymore. You know why? I'll honk if it's like ridiculous, but I don't want the aggravation coming back from the driver in front of me.
There's a difference. If you just like a reminder, hey, boom. You don't
right, not a long honk. A little tap.
Do you know why they're not making the turn?
No. Yeah, but that's another reason.
Texting.
Texting.
You're absolutely right. What are the other reasons that people make you wait? And that's top of the list. But you know what? I'm sorry to say this, and it's true, and I don't mean to be gross. but I don't know why people do this, but they're stopping at a red light and they start picking their nose, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? And they're like 2 knuckles deep.
Okay, I literally have never seen that.
Who
You're
does
kidding.
that?
Person stopped at a
You're
red light and
kidding.
picked their
I've
nose.
seen it. I think when people get in their cars, everything goes. They're home. Everything goes away. And I, you can understand that because I get in my car and I don't pick my nose. I'll look before I leave the house to make sure I don't have any boogers in my nose.
Wait, bats in the back cave is the term.
Yes, bats in the back cave. Yeah, Diane Giamona, hello. I don't do it here, but I do it in New York. Well, in New York, it's just one constant horn. So you don't know who's honking the damn horn. It's ridiculous. I mean,
But the horn makes it worse. Sometimes you want to toot like, hey, let's go. And then they get mad and like, oh, all right, I'm not going to go because
yes,
you told me
right. And then you're going to get the finger and everybody's going to be pissed off. If it's nighttime, you flash the brights quickly and maybe that gets people going. But otherwise,
I don't get aggravated when I drive, for if somebody's just not going, I just pull over, let them pass me. I'm not one of these guys that has any road rage at all. I'm like, I let people in and because I usually leave a way lot of time to get there. I'm going to get there. So, people are like, you can't drive with George. He drives like
he drives like a maniac.
You remember you took us to the airport. Your wife came to pick us up to take you and I to the airport.
My ex-wife.
Your ex-wife, of course. And George said, "I'll drive to the airport to get him back." And I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I turned around and I said, "Who's chasing you?" He was like on the freeway, wide open. He would go to the right and he would go to the left, and there were no cars. They were just. And I said, "I won't drive with George."
You gotta jockey for position when you can, so that you get like 10 cars ahead, and then when you get stuck, it makes up for the time. But you got.
But George, if you have enough time, who cares? The traffic's going to be the traffic. I don't go there. So another guy, a guy I knew, a big creative producer, used to do that, and I wouldn't drive with him. He ended up getting limos. He would do that where he'd go to the left to get one car ahead. Then he would go to the way to the right, get another car, and he would end up never saving time.
This is a competition. You have to drive.
No, you know what?
No,
it's aggravating.
No, I listen, George. I agree with you to a certain point. I'm a very aggressive driver, but I'm not like you. You drive wild. You do.
Oh, wait.
No, you do.
When I was going with you to the pizza wagon, you were driving down alleyways. I thought we were going to like smash.
Me?
Yeah. Remember
I was driving?
You were driving and we were trying to take little shortcuts and we're going down alleyways that that I don't. And I was like, oh my God.
That's different. You go on the freeway like this. In and out. Every car.
I mean, I've driven with Scott. He's not as bad as you, George. Not anywhere near.
No.
Yeah.
I drive. Listen, I'm, by the way, I'm this guy now. Sorry.
I do that too.
Sorry.
I wave like
no matter what.
diffuses everything.
I'm not interested.
I don't interfere with anybody. Like I said, if somebody is trying to pass or they want to turn in and it's a stop and go, I'm the guy who stops and lets the guy in. I'm listening to talk radio. I'm fine.
Let's talk about
what
are other reasons that we honk, and I have one.
Go.
And you guys tell me, I'm not imagining this, but I respect the fact that FedEx and UPS double park. They run in and run out. Yeah. But when there's empty curb that you don't have to double park and you just pull up, they still double park. And I'm like, why do they do that if they can just pull up and get out of the way?
George,
I never had that problem.
If they're delivering stuff to me, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know who I give a lot? I give a lot of leeway all the time. They love me. Truck drivers. They're signaling and cars won't let them in. I always pull back and I get like a thumbs up from these guys because these guys have these big rigs and people somehow don't want to let them in and they're all screwed and they're delivering all our food and medicine. I love truckers. I give them and they let me in because I signal and they're always good about if you're signaling, they let you go. I love truckers.
Michelle Nicoleski says Florida drivers don't use signals. I don't think anybody uses signals anymore.
I do.
I constantly.
I use them.
But I've never not used a signal.
Most people just screw you. I'm going to move over.
I hate it. You know what I hate? A person's going towards you and you want to make a left and then they make the right, but they didn't signal. So I thought they were going. I always signal. It's a courtesy to people, and it's so easy to do, and it's safer because people know, okay, he's going to go right.
Yeah, and Paula says put your phones down. But go, George.
We can't talk about this. It would not let Mark describe the square of safety. It's part of this discussion. Tell us about the square of safety. Square of safety,
when you're driving, I don't want anybody on my right side, my left side, or I don't tailgate and I don't let a guy tailgate. So it's called square of safety. So I can always go to the right real fast or go to the left. I hate traffic where cars are right on you and you're like boxed in. I'll let up on the gas to move over. It's called square of safety. I've told all my girlfriends square of safety.
Where did you learn that? Is your dad or?
Yeah. Well, can I tell you something? My dad put seatbelts in a 57 Ford Fairlane. Didn't have seatbelts.
But they were around the neck, right?
You're right.
Yes. In the trunk. In the trunk. But no, and my dad did the crash test dummies at one point. Like he worked on the crash test, and so I was a little kid. And
crash test dummies.
Mark was the crash test.
I was the crash test. Yeah, I did the head injuries, as you guys can imagine. But I would always buckle up. So when I was in 60s, well, late 60s, early 70s, nobody wore shoulder harnesses. Kids didn't wear their seatbelts. I made everybody in the car wear a seatbelt. I always wore the shoulder harness. I was uncomfortable.
How do you get the square of safety between your house and the cigar lounge? It's 3/4 of a mile.
Well, you know what? Very slow. I have to go very slow.
The only place you go. Here's my here's my pet peeve for drivers. Okay, this one, and we'll end on this one. So when there's like two lanes, and in the middle is a turning lane down the whole road. Okay,
yes.
Use the turning lane. Use it.
Oh yes.
Don't make the left from the fast lane.
I hate that.
Get in the damn turning lane. Don't have your ass sticking out so that I have to go around it. Please. That is my pet peeve above all.
Scott, it happens on Ventura Boulevard all the time. They have the middle lane and they stop the left lane and I'm going, where? And the guy's making. Yep. I totally agree with you.
Drives me nuts. All right, so we honk. We wait about. Let's average it out. 4 seconds. Somebody said 10. Somebody said a half. Somebody said something else, and we try to avoid an argument. That's my pet peeve. Okay, Chad, that's the pet peeve. Nice. Who's that? Colleen Feltz. How you doing, Colleen? She agrees. Mark was a seatbelt when he goes on the merry-go-round. But these people know you very well, Mark.
Oh, yeah. Really do. And by the way, I don't go on roller coasters anymore. I haven't been on a roller coaster in 20 years.
I can't go on roller coasters anymore.
I mean, I didn't have a problem. I just go, I see all these stories. Why put yourself in some guy who makes minimum wage? He's not going to buckle you in, right? I'm talking about the crazy one.
You're talking about going to a local parking lot where they have, these carny guys come in and the rides are 50 years old. You go to Disneyland.
Well, that's different, sure. But I'm talking about the ones I'm used to. But no, even on Magic Mountain, the ones that go upside down and this and that, you always see they get stuck.
Yeah, my daughter loves all that stuff. I can't.
I don't want to do that.
I can't do. We had this roller coaster at our ski resort that takes you to the forest. I've been on that. Who said that? I can't remember. Whatever. That's fantastic. You're on your own.
When you read the comments here, I wanted to say something. It's funny when I log on early to get ready for this, and we have people used to make a joke that when you're on customer service on the phone that they should let you talk to each other just so it lets the hold go faster. Our pre-podcast comment section, there's like a little club of people that join early and they talk to each other, and it's really cool. Actually, they know each other and they call each other by name, and we should feature that one day because it's a really cool little.
No, I don't like it. I want to talk to somebody in Illinois who's waiting for customer service. What am I going to say?
I thought George
George loves to meet everybody and anybody. Now you want to meet it when you're on hold in customer service. That's totally you, George.
It's better than listening to some like program music that's a MIDI like.
Who are you going to talk to? Were the other people on hold?
Yes.
Diane Giamona said they talk about Mark. So they get on and they talk about.
Here they do.
Here you're talking about on when you're waiting on a phone for customer service. Who wants to talk to anybody waiting?
Who knows? It'd be interesting.
George,
you know what?
You need more friends, George.
You're a unique individual. You are. God, I love you. You're a unique individual. All right.
You know what I realized this week? I'm sorry I keep interrupting you, but I like to drink tea, iced tea. And this week, I can't read. I realized that I can no longer read the inside of the Snapple cap, the little trivia thing. My eyesight is, I can't see that. I struggled for like 5 minutes, all different.
Okay.
I can't read it anymore.
Note to self, kick George off the podcast. Okay. All right.
I agree with you. Well, once you hit 40, 50.
I have no problem with that.
No, wait, hold on.
I mean, I can read without glasses, but real fine print, I'll put glasses on.
What's the matter?
Scott, we need to, can we rearrange the order real quick? Because our guest needs to bail.
Sure. Let's welcome our first contestant for lack of a turn, Noel Agape. Everybody, come on.
This is for, hold on a second here.
This is for George's date. This is for the dating game.
This is the first finalist. Boom. Hold on, Noel.
It screws up my whole head.
Hi there. How are you guys?
Hello, Noel.
So Noel, you're kind of high maintenance already.
No, well, I'm sorry I have an event after you, so I'm just saying I'm busy.
Well, George, watch out for this
one. Do whatever you got to do.
Noel, listen, I need to bail because they want to talk to you and put me in the cone of silence. So all I want to say is don't listen to anything about past lives from Mark Jones. I'll be back.
Okay, got it.
Wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. You got to come back and I have to leave. Boom. Hold on.
All right. So now it's like Seinfeld. We have an Elaine.
Exactly.
All right.
Where is she?
Okay, Noel, welcome back.
Hello.
So I mean just the basic questions. You're from where?
I live in San Diego and grew up in New York, the North Shore of Long Island, and been out here since grad school. Raised my daughters in California, and so
your daughter's in California by you.
My daughters are not now. One of them's in Cal Poly. Both of them are in college. One is Cal Poly. The other's at Emory in Atlanta.
So they're smart.
Yeah. Good genes.
What is your last name? How do you say Agape?
Agape. Yeah,
it
means unconditional love for all mankind.
In what language?
It's Greek.
I thought it was Greek.
Yeah.
So you're Greek, and but your mother's Greek?
No, I'm not Greek. Actually, it's my chosen name after my divorce. So my first name, I'm born on Christmas. My first name is Noel, and it means joy and love. And then I didn't want to take my father's name back because I didn't really like him after my divorce. And so I literally was like, what describes me as a human? And I'm like, love. And then I was like, well, Noel Love kind of sounds like a porn star. So I'm going to go with something else. And so I chose Noel Agape because it's unconditional love for all mankind. So
now, why'd you get divorced, Noel? Let's get to the good stuff.
Oh, Mark, really?
He was my first love, right? We were 19, 20 when we met. So
okay, that's legit.
That's young.
I didn't mean details. Just,
that's very young. You got married at 19?
It was our first love. We were really, really young.
Wow. And so you, my wife lived in San Diego for a little while. And you said something else that reminded me of my wife. I can't remember. Go ahead. But Mark, I'm just thinking of questions here. I don't want to get in your way if you have some, but what is it? What kind of food do you like?
Oh gosh. I think on my deathbed, I would probably have margarita and a burrito watching the sunset. If I had to have my last meal, that would be my last meal.
Does George like Mexican food?
Mark? I think George likes anything.
Are you a cigar smoker?
Me? No, yeah. I'm not a smoker at all.
What about cigars?
No, I don't. I'm pretty clean with eating and healthy and really, really important to my body. And so
that's a big check for Mark Jones. That's a big positive for Mark Jones.
No, I do, but I do smoke cigars. But you don't inhale.
Guys, on the feed, if you have any questions for Noel, please, I'll try to get to him. But by the way, you're born on Christmas Day?
I am 100 years of Christmas babies. The boys are Christmas Eve. The girls are Christmas Day. I'm 4th generation. My daughter was supposed to be 5th generation, but she was born 2 days later. But all of the boys are Christmas Eve. All of the girls are Christmas Day. We're all the youngest, and none of us were planned. It's
You know what's great about that?
Sorry.
George, you only have to buy her one present on Christmas.
No, it better be a big present then.
No,
So my wife is
it's
Christmas Eve.
Everybody else gets a birthday,
Right.
so I get a birthday too, right?
My wife is Christmas Eve,
Oh, yay! I love that.
which is horrible for me. It's horrible for
No.
her.
It's
It's
not
just,
horrible.
she
You get to be with your family. You get to celebrate love and joy.
She got gypped as a kid. Anyway, enough about us. So you like to go out, you're a homebody?
I work a lot. I have a media company and I'm an executive producer and I work in LA a lot. And so I have a lot of events that I go to and I'm a public figure. And so when I'm not, I'm usually out in nature or doing stuff. I like to be home, but I like to do a lot of things in nature and I'm super active and but I work a lot. I work a lot.
Okay.
Do you like animals?
I love animals.
Do you have an animal?
Do you have a dog?
I have a husky.
Oh, my daughter's
these are
favorite.
nice.
Yeah.
Huskies
yeah.
are nice.
We just lost our dog a month
I'm
ago.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
horrible,
That's
horrible, the worst.
Oh, I know. I know.
So
What's your favorite horror movie?
go.
Favorite horror movie? I don't like horror movies.
Favorite movie? What's your favorite?
Okay,
movie?
I'm out.
My favorite movie, probably Serendipity, A Beautiful Mind.
Serendipity.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite. The Notebook is my favorite romantic movie. A Beautiful Mind, definitely, hands down.
Oh,
Good
wow.
Will Hunting.
So she's a real girl.
I'm
the
totally
girly
feminine.
movies.
I'm a total feminine. Except all Sunday I was watching football all day, so I'm kind of and I jump off cliffs for a living too. My TV show, I jump off
Oh,
cliffs.
George is coming
George.
back. What happened, George?
Wait, I have to check to make sure you're not crying and that Mark's being nice to you. I'm just
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
now
fine. I can hold my own.
you
Thank you.
interrupt, George. We still have more questions for her. You gotta
Okay,
let her
go for
let her
it. Shoot.
let her
So-
go.
I get a couple more minutes. So
Noel, what music do you like?
I think I love like R&B and soul.
Okay, because
Do
George
you
was
believe in
music.
past lives?
Country. I love country music.
No past lives. George.
No, I
is
just
a
want to know if
music.
she believes it.
Do I believe in past life? Yes, I believe in.
Oh,
There you go.
Am I allowed to ask any questions?
Yes.
No.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, let him
I
ask a
thought- I
question.
thought no.
Oh, what the hell? What's a free for all?
You have 2 daughters.
I do. 19 and 21.
Is
20.
their father involved in their life?
Oh my God.
lives?
The best part of their life. We are incredible co-parents. We're really,
That's
really
great.
good friends and great co-parents.
Hey,
And
thanks, George.
What do you do for fun?
I jump off cliffs. I water ski. I wakeboard. I
That
snow
is
ski.
George all day long.
I'm an
Do you
adrenaline junkie, so I pretty much like I'm a really girly girl until you put me on the back of a motorcycle or in front of a motorcycle, and then I'm
Wow.
going 130 miles an hour. So,
Do you drink?
do I drink occasionally? Yeah,
She
What do
margarita.
you like?
a margarita, champagne wine. I'm not a big drinker because I really think that it's really harmful for your body, and like at our age, it just feels terrible the next day. So
So how do you feel when a guy gets really, really drunk at dinner?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all.
What about lunch?
George is a teetotaler
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
1 hour out of the day. But I'm joking.
I have
So-
one
all right,
more
what
question.
else? So-
Oh, 2 more
So
questions.
you're very kind of romantic. You like romance.
I am.
All right, George, off the list.
No, I like that.
Go ahead, George. 2 questions. Then she's got to go.
If when I fill my car up, it doubles in value, would you mind if I picked you up in that car?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
When I fill my car up, it's worth twice as much as when it's empty. So I want to know if you mind if we go out in that car.
What the? Yeah, how are we going to get anywhere if it's empty?
George, Noel, let me explain something. George was
It's not
trying
twice
to
as
do
much.
comedy.
It's just has gas in it. So
George is not a
move if there
material.
wasn't
George
gas
is
in
not a
it.
materialistic guy, is what he's saying.
Scott's
I'm
been
not
material-
material.
Well,
He's
George,
been
I have
yelling
my
at me to
own
buy
money,
me
so
stuff.
I don't need your money. But I love
Well, it
that
has nothing to
you're
do with money.
successful.
It has to do with
No, wait a minute, Noel. I need your money.
Okay.
I need you. So you
Well,
go out
let
with
me-
George and give me your
LA.
money.
There's plenty of money.
Money
in LA.
money has nothing to do with it.
All right.
Well, it
One more
sounds like-
question, George. Then Noel has to go.
no, she checks all the boxes. So it's
Okay,
nice
good.
to meet you.
Noel, thank you. Thank you so much. And
Great to be on. I appreciate
You're a good
being
sport,
here. Thank
Noel.
You guys.
have a great weekend.
You guys are hilarious. Enjoy.
Thank
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
George, that's a home run, George.
No, she's off the list. She
She's
likes
fun.
romance. She likes girl movies.
That's
She's
George.
very healthy.
That's George. George is a romantic. He's a
no,
hopeless
but I'm just-
romantic.
Oh, I'm helping George out. I'm cutting to the chase.
No.
You want a drunk who smokes cigars
No.
and
No, he's not. Don't make her feel like she can't be with George. Did you notice
Oh,
she
of course.
paused to answer the question? Which question? Anyway, okay, so that's our first. I hate the word contestant. I hate that word. What's a better word?
Finalist or first final.
Contestant.
Okay.
Wait. You told me I can go out with all three of them if I want. I'm joking. Sorry.
If you like, if it works out at the same time.
Right.
Right. Okay, back to business. They might see a good George. George loves all that stuff, Mark. He loves going to the beach. He loves going to new places. He loves all that.
How do you know this? Have you got on a date with George?
Mark,
We've gone on
George
the
will
road.
go and when we go to have a meeting. What does George do?
I
He
try to go out to eat after it.
He
no,
wants to
George.
go
What is George?
somewhere new. He wants to find a new restaurant.
Right.
He wants to
down
go
the
eat
beach,
after the meeting.
but he wants to go find someplace new. He wants to explore. That's what she was saying.
Then it's a perfect match.
I don't know if it's perfect, but it's a great match. So, boy, you're such
But the problem is she's very pretty, so there's no match there
Problem? Why is that
for her.
Mark is
It's a
Mark is
problem
being-
for her.
Mark is being a downer. All
Oh my God! You know what? I'm trying to get some humor in this. What's wrong with you guys?
This
That was
is
a very funny
man's,
joke.
This is a man's love life, and you're making a joke out of it.
Have you seen his love life?
No, neither is he.
And after today, he won't be seeing it either.
I have a
No,
feeling
she's very nice.
bailed
She's
on
very
us.
nice.
I don't know.
She's
All
very
right.
pretty, very nice. She seems smart. So I don't know how you guys could match up.
George is a cutie. Okay, what's her politics? Yeah, you know what? That now. Let's not do that. All right, let's go on to
You
the
gotta
next.
ask that.
Yeah, George will do it at dinner. Let's go to the next. The traveler's check. Yes, right.
This is going when you travel. and
Yeah.
how it's-
When do we see the next choices, Judy? Well, when do we see the next choices? I think we've got
We've got the second finalist next week. I think.
next week. So hopefully next week and then the week after, and then we're going to put them all together on the screen, and then they're going to actually. It'll be like the dating game, which is fun. Hello, Beth. Excuse me, I'm burping. So that'll be fun. This will be fun. You guys tune in, tell your friends you're going to see a dating game in real time. Tell everybody. All right. I just got back from New York. We were in New York 2 weeks ago, weekend, whatever it was. And now, granted, we stayed at the Plaza Hotel. I highly recommend it. It was great, beautiful, but I swear I don't know how people live and afford that city. I really don't. I got 2 hot dogs off a cart. How much?
I'm going to say $10 a piece.
I would say $25.
No, it's $15 for 2. 15. So you guys were high. $15
okay.
for
Well,
a hot dog. A couple of years ago, it was $3.
Yeah.
Right. So
Really?
Yeah.
yeah. I get 2. Whatever it was, I would get. It was $7 for 2 hot dogs. Whatever, $3.50 a piece. It's $7.50, and I didn't know this, but you can if they don't have the price on their truck or cart, you can say I'm not paying that. And
Really?
they have to $50. Not $50. Come on, it'd be ridiculous. But so we went to have breakfast, my wife and Bailey and I, and I had yogurt. You proud of me, George? I had yogurt. Mark, you proud of me, Mark? I had yogurt.
Yes. Yes.
Bailey had French toast. Renee had a croissant.
Bailey had the best breakfast.
Yeah, it was great. Cup of coffee and an orange juice.
Wait, was that the one where the bacon hangs from the clothes?
No, that's in DC. That's in
right.
DC. So let me recap. French toast, yogurt, a croissant, a cup of coffee, and orange juice. It's $150.
Oh my God.
You're kidding.
No,
That's insane. That's at the plaza?
no, this was another place. And then Bailey and I went to an Italian place around the corner. It was pretty good. A bowl of penny marinara each, tiramisu, $120.
You're kidding.
No,
Yeah, that's
You know,
outrageous.
no drink.
Wow.
We both drank water. Period. It's
Did
absolutely.
you make Bailey pay or did you pay?
She pays.
Right.
Got her own damn money. She can pay once in a while, but it was. And we went to a beautiful restaurant called Il Postino. Typical George, you'd have loved it. Typical
Wow.
New York restaurant, Italian restaurant. It was off the charts. Il Postino. It's on 61st and something, and 2nd and 3rd Avenue. With 5 people, it was, you could imagine it was a good chunk of money, but it was well worth it. But everything, cabs, expensive, everything. And there are people that you go into a supermarket, it's a joke. It's a joke. And I don't know how these people afford it.
You know what's sad about it is,
What?
when COVID hit, everything went up, and then it's never going to come down. And then they started doing if you don't pay cash, we're gonna recover that 3.5%, whatever it is, credit card fee. So all the stuff that got tacked on temporarily is permanent now. So it just keeps
of course.
worse.
Yeah, but when was the last time you were in New York, George?
Gosh, probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay.
But a thing I remember is
During
that dinner
COVID.
at your cousin's restaurant, wherever that
Oh,
was.
that was the best.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh, God, I loved it.
Oh, Positano in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
forget
wonderful.
about it. Unbelievable. But just so crazy. And I tell you what, the city, it smells like marijuana. It's just so ridiculous. And urine. That's what it smells like. Marijuana
Good.
and urine. And by the way, so we went to the big stores, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're packed. And it's not looky-loos, it's people buying stuff.
Are they tourists?
I don't know who they are. I'm sure a lot of them are, but they're all buying stuff. And I mean, a wallet in there is $1,500.
Wow.
It's absolutely crazy, but it was fun. We had a good time. It rained a little bit, which made it great. So my daughter and I said, Bailey, come on, let's go for a walk. She wanted to go to a store, look at something. And we walked into, they had Fifth Avenue closed, which is amazing.
Really?
Because they had a parade. And it was a union parade. It was a Labor Day parade, but it was a week late. And the whole damn parade was Trump sucks. Trump, hey, Trump, get out. Trump. I'm like,
Really?
Yeah. What are you people doing? You're supposed to be labor unions. Why? What? The whole parade. It went on for 4 hours. So I'm just telling you a story about what happened there. And I'm sorry if I go on. So I'll just. Well, we could talk
No, let's
about
hear it. Go ahead.
expensive stuff. So my daughter and I are walking in there, and we walk up to Trump Tower. And Trump Tower is cordoned off like this. They have those metal things and the concrete that keep you from going on the sidewalk on the street. You know what I mean? They have those metal grates or whatever, metal fences. So we walk up to the gate to Trump Tower on the side of Trump Tower, and I said, can my daughter and I just walk through? Yeah. So we walk through, we go into Trump Tower. You guys got to go to Trump Tower. I took a picture of the inside of it, and maybe I'll try to show it. It has the 45th president plaque and all that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the guy, as I'm leaving, I say to Bailey, and this was really cool. And this is sometimes it's okay to be me. So I said, Bailey, stand in front of you. Let's take a picture. Take a picture. And I said to one of them, I had my hat on. I wasn't shaved or anything. And I think I had my glasses on. And I said, hey, do you mind if we just sit here? Because I don't want to be walking around this parade. And one of the cops, they were all plain clothes. And one of them walks up to the other one. And I hear him say, that's Scott Baio.
Oh,
The guy looks at me. He looks under my hat. Like, hi. He goes, hey. And we talked for a few minutes. And they were great. So they let us hang out there, which was just
nice.
so great. So it was the three, me and the four or five cops. Anyway, we just hung out in front of Trump Tower for a little bit. They couldn't have been nice. We took pictures with them and all that. But anyway, I don't know where this is going, but I just figured I'd tell you my something else happened there and I can't remember somewhere. I don't want to get in trouble for not remembering something, but super expensive, unbelievably expensive, unbelievable. All right, yeah. I got you, George. Mark? When's the last time you went to New York?
Gosh, early 90s.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alone? No, I was on a show. I used to go a lot in the 80s. It was a Superboy show. We went to cast in New York, a new Superboy. Ely and I went.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
But yeah.
Interesting. Anyway,
I'm not a big New York guy. I can go there for like 4 days and that's it. But I always stay at the Plaza, by the way. Did you know that?
Stay at the Plaza?
Always. Isn't that interesting?
It's great.
Every time I've stayed there, I've been at the Plaza. By
the way, did you know what so here's what I learned, and I think this is accurate. Every building has scaffolding. Almost, and it's I don't know what the hell's going on there. So the scaffolding around the Plaza Hotel, and there's no workers. And
why is that?
So I was talking to a friend of mine lives there, and he says it's not so much scaffolding. It's like around the whole building is like an awning that's made of steel. You walk
really? So it's not they're not working on it. It's just
they're
permanent?
not working. They're not working on it. And my friend told me because the buildings are so old, they're starting to crumble, and pieces of the building are falling off and killing people.
That's interesting. You know what I was going to say? This is a true story. There was this beautiful girl a guy had brought, and she was blind, and she had a seeing eye dog. And she came to a friend's house who used to show movies. Very nice girl. We talked, and I, we were talking about her being blind, and she was very open. And she said, "You know how I became blind?" And I said, "No." She was probably in her 30s. Very, very beautiful girl. She said, "In my 20s, I was walking in New York, and a hammer fell on my head." I got chills saying it. I'll never forget. She was wonderful. Her dog was great, and she. What did you say?
Nothing. I'm just laughing.
No. I was like, my mouth fell open. I said, I thought at birth or something. A hammer hit her from construction, and they didn't have the covering because this must have been 20, 30 years ago. And it blinded her. Is that horrible? So when you said that, it reminded me of that. I bet you that's true.
I guess it's a real thing. Anyway, that's my New York story. I was just there, and I don't know if there's any more. Kevin Smith says hammerhead.
Wow.
You know what? There are people in this world that are just damn funny. That's damn funny. Don't stay at the Milford Plaza. No. Where is that?
Times Square, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Hammer time.
Wow.
Listen,
I didn't know our audience was this sadistic.
These are and I'm surprised George hasn't come up with 4 puns about being hit in the head with a hammer by now.
I didn't say hammerhead because I thought it was mean, but I'm happy you did.
Yeah, maybe George was trying to have some empathy for the poor
Mark's
girl.
showing compassion. He's kind of growing on me. He says, all things Florida, 68. All right. Well,
that's very nice.
All right. So the next topic is I got to show you this video. And go ahead, Mark, George, just show the video.
I had an assistant who held my eyes open so I couldn't blink, and I had the body modification artist with a tiny small syringe, very tiny needle, who was standing on the side, and I was looking straight forward, so I couldn't see what he was going to do. And it just went into the side of the eye, and I couldn't feel it, I couldn't see it, because in your eyes you don't have any nerves, so you can't feel anything.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Did he have a little portal in his cheek
Yep.
there?
Yep. Yep.
You know,
That's
there's
literally
some deep
black-
down, there's some deep down stuff that guys, I think, that go that extreme are dealing with. That's a wow. I've seen it.
I've seen that. I saw that on Instagram, and I thought it was AI. And I don't know if it's AI, but I don't want to make fun of the guy. I don't want to make fun of him. But I wonder if there's a point where he says, I don't want to look like this anymore.
I agree. You woke up and you're like, oh my God, what did I do to myself?
I have it. This is amazing. You guys kick off these stories. I hired an actor from New York when I was in doing the movie Scorned, and we wanted a prisoner, an ex-con, and the guy sent a photo, complete tatted on his face everywhere, almost looked black. It was it's a white guy, but he tatted everywhere, and he was actually pretty good. And we hired him, and he came in, and I sat with him, and I said, "How did you get?" They were real tattoos, and he said, it started with my girlfriend. She wanted me to get a little tattoo, and I was in love with her, and I got another one. And he said it became an addiction, like a drug. And I said, how do you feel now? And he goes, I kind of regret it, but there's not a lot I can do about it. But he was a very sweet guy, but he looked, I mean, he's a great character for the movie, completely real tattoos all over his face, everything. All you can see is his lips and his eyes. Wow.
And you couldn't see this guy's eyes. He had the
Well,
white.
that's when they go to
He
the
did
eye.
that on purpose. He actually wanted
know.
it. That's crazy.
I know.
I mean, the danger of a guy, if a needle slips, I mean, you're dealing with your eyes. I just don't understand.
But not only that, I mean, there's got to be some poison or something with the ink.
Long term, it can't be good. It can't be good for you.
But okay, so the guy got addicted to it, and I don't. You're the guy you met got addicted to. And I'm sure this guy was a sweet guy, but you do all of it, and don't you think that you would say, I think I'm done. Maybe he's not even done. I don't know. You think he puts makeup on his face and goes out like just white?
No, I asked the guy that he flew in the airplane. I said, what are the reactions? He goes, he said, it's surprisingly people don't gawk and they don't make comments. They just look and they figure, okay, the guy's tatted up. I mean, he looked like a real tough guy, but I guess people just accept. What are you going to do? A guy sitting on an airplane, you're not going to say, hey.
No, I would talk to that guy for the entire flight.
Oh yeah, to find out. Well, I did when I
ask him, because you have to ask the question. What?
Yeah, and they're usually good about answering.
Well, I think that's the reason why they do it.
To some degree, yeah, I believe
there might be some attention seeking and all that, and I don't know, but Kat Von D looks horrible getting her tattoos blacked out. I know what Kat Von D is. Who said that? Kevin Smith. And it seems that, look, you live your life. Everybody will do. I want everybody to be happy, but it seems like almost every single person has a tattoo or sleeves or something. And I remember when tattoos were just for like badasses, like biker dudes
or Navy guys.
Guys.
That's right.
And I don't care, but it's like everywhere I go. God bless.
I don't have any tattoos. I don't think you do, Scott or George.
I don't have any.
I've had girlfriends who've had tattoos. I mean, nice ones, ankle or maybe on one had a little bit on the back. I don't really mind them, but
you mean like a tramp stamp down at the bottom of the
yeah.
No?
Yeah, I don't.
No. You know the girl. She's actually
really?
the sweetest girl I ever went with.
Philly Bob is saying girls have too many and it doesn't look good. And I'm
Yeah, if they get crazy, I agree. But you know, a little bit here and there, I don't mind it. I don't like the neck or the breast, you know, down into. But I don't mind a tattoo on a girl, but it's got to be tasteful and it's got to be just small.
yeah, but at a certain and that goes into plastic surgery, which you know I don't know. I think women fine, men fine, but at a certain point, you know, you're good. You're old, you know, and you're going to be old, and pulling your skin back is not going to do anything. But that's me. That's me. I don't want to be.
Well, I wonder how when they get old age, they probably regret. You know, when you're in your 20s, it's cool.
Well, that's the other thing.
A
Yes.
65-year-old person with a bunch of tattoos on their all over.
What's wrong with 65?
Very young. That's what I meant. 65 is young. When you're 85 is what it's going to look like.
Yeah, it's my birthday Monday, Mark. I'll be 65 friggin' years old.
Can you believe that? You look
How
like
in
you're
the hell?
22.
How in the hell did that happen?
You're going to be able to go on Medicare, which actually is pretty good.
I don't want to be involved in any of it.
You have to. Did you know you have to? You have to.
Well,
you can get supplement, but you have to go on Medicare.
This is I don't want to discuss it because it's.
I'll tell you how it works.
Yeah, thank you. Tell me when I see you in a couple of months.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I just figured I'd show you that. It was just something that I was. So one night, I want to tell you a true story. One night years ago, I'm in Beverly Hills. I went to a art gallery. You know, the hell do I know? And there's a girl. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I see a girl across the way. She had wings. She had like a kind of a see-through shirt. It's a true story. She had wings tattooed on her back. Wings, like
Wow.
wings. She turned around. And I wanted to talk to her. She had horns.
Wow.
She had rings everywhere. She had fangs. It was a complete. All kinds of stuff hanging off her. And then she went like this. She had a piercing in her tongue.
Yeah.
And I said, "Excuse me." And I walked outside. I had to lie down. I was going to pass out. True story.
Everything except anything in the nose here, I don't like that. Everything else is fine.
I knew a girl who had a tongue ring. Or tongue thing.
I must have been 30 years old, and I got so lightheaded, and I don't know why. Anyway, okay, let's go, George. Why don't you do your thing about the nun now?
Okay. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Last time we talked about this, I threw some blame on somebody that hit me with a ruler. Her name was Sister Tarcisia. And somebody that was in that class told me I was wrong, and she corrected me, and she was right. And I want to show you the actual mugshot of the woman who did it. This is Sister Concilia. And I blamed Tarcisia, and I apologize. And I would bring her on and let her tell her side, but she's passed away. But it was really weird because she would walk. It was like a drive-by because she didn't stop. She was walking and she went whap and kept going. And when you popped out of it, you were looking at her back because she kept going this way. And I just wanted to apologize to Sister Tarcisia and say there was.
You put this.
George, there's therapy to handle that.
No way. She had a really bad habit. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh God! All right. Wait, George, why would you put this woman's face up?
Because this is the guilty party. Her mugshot is the guilty party. And
wow. Sister, I had nothing to do with this. This is all George Sadie, S-A-A-D-I.
She knows.
Yeah, and I had nothing to do with it either.
You look like a wonderful woman, and
Beautiful.
I was raised Catholic. George was a problem, and you were right to smack him. Thank you.
I felt bad about that.
All
Yeah,
right.
good call, George. Good call.
Thank you. There's something else from last week. We got to.
Okay, we got to see her again.
Sorry. Somebody asked about this, and I found it. This is your ID from Zavarian. Remember?
Yeah.
We're talking about school, studio school. But
Yeah.
why do you have 2 holes in that? Did you poke like a...
No. Where's the second hole? Oh, by
Well,
my
there's one
face.
on your right next to your
Okay.
left ear.
I remember what happened to it, and I don't know why I did this. It was in a wallet, and my brother and I sent away for a BB rifle. We sold packs of seeds or something, and they sent us a Daisy BB rifle, and I had a leather wallet, so we wanted to see if we'd shoot through the wallet, and my ID was in it, and it cracked it, and we kept shooting at it. You know, I was what, 14. My brother was 17. 2 idiots, bang, shoot. We shot everything. We shot. If it moved, we shot it. Bang, whatever. I went outside, shot it.
That reminds me, I have a studio school question for you. I'm sorry if I asked you this before.
Sure.
If it was just you and Aaron in the class, did you take attendance? It was like, Scott, here. Aaron, present. All right.
George, it's funny. That's actually very funny. Baio.
That's funny. I'll give him that one.
Baio. Nothing. What was? Oh, I mentioned her name last week. Oh God, she was so great. I can't think of her name. She was a wonderful, wonderful woman. Oh, I can't think of her name.
From school?
My teacher. Yeah, my teacher. She was so great. Oh, sweet, sweet woman. Why can't I think of her name? All right, let's do the mail, George. It'll come to me.
All right.
Gladys Nelson.
Okay.
Gladys Nelson was her name. And do I have posters of myself, John M? I have them in boxes. Actually, I have some. Some of them got water on them, so I don't know where a lot of them are. And I'm sure I have some over there right now. Okay, kudos. Let me do something here. I'm gonna just enlarge this because I'll be able to read it nice. Okay, kudos on a great podcast. You guys are funny. Scott, do you have a favorite episode of Happy Days? Mine was when Richie had gotten into the motorcycle accident. I didn't know if he was going to make it. And you were all in the Cunningham's living room, and Leather Tuscadero was playing the piano, and you were all reminiscing of Richie. I cried so hard. What a touching episode from Lisa Bella. #1 fan and president of your fan club back in the day. I just found my cousin Bobby just gave me, oh my God, I have to. Oh, where'd I put it? Oh my, it's over there. If you guys remind me, I'll show you the fan club packet that we would send out.
Really?
Yeah, I have it. It's my cousin Bobby just gave it to me. When I was in New York, I just saw him. He gave it to me. My favorite Happy Days episode. I'll tell you the one that I wasn't in, and the one that I was in is the one where Richie, Ralph, and Potsy go to the cabin in the woods, and they meet the 3 girls, and they tell the girls they're Tunisian camel jockeys. You remember that one? Unbelievably funny. And I think my favorite Happy Days episode that I'm in is the one where I date Joni for the first time. I go to her house, I put a suit on and all that, and it's a disaster, but we end up kissing and all. Good, that was fun. That's it. Okay.
You reminded me, Lisa Bella, the woman that asked that. Today she sent in a note saying that 49 years ago today, Bugsy was premiered or something. Bugsy came out 49 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
It's a half a century. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, I'm on Medicare. Yeah, okay, go on, George. As you know, my husband and I absolutely love the podcast. Topics get better each week. We have another question. Oh, Colleen and Roger. I know that. Colleen Feltz is on here right now. What was it like working on the reality series Confessions of a Teen Idol? That show was fun to watch. Chris Atkins, Adrian Zmed, Jamie Walters, Jeremy Jackson. We thought Scott did a great job hosting with Jason Hervey. We'd be interested in hearing what his experience was like. Well, it was an idea that I had, and it turned out to be something totally different. And honestly, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's not what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do was I wanted these guys who were super famous at one point. And Billy Huffsey, by the way, and Billy Huffsey is my dear friend and I love him. I just did his podcast. It was just on. Good guy. I just wanted it to be these guys sitting around telling stories. That's all I wanted. And whether he would reenact it or not, I don't know. But that's exactly what I wanted it to be, because I know they each had a different perspective on fame and how it affected them. And that's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want they made it into like the network made this like some freaking game show. It was like,
Really?
Yeah, it was.
This is a pretty cool guy. You would think it'd be interesting to hear that side of it. I mean, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I enjoyed meeting Chris Atkins
Chris. Yeah, I mean, he's got some great stories. We're friends, but and Billy Huffsey too. I love the great guys, but I wanted to hear their life experience.
Yeah,
and now it has to be a contest, and they got to win a thing. Anyway, okay.
Works.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. You was MAGA when MAGA wasn't cool, and when no one knew who Tyrus was.
That's true. It's absolutely true.
Tyrus and I made up, and we're cool.
But you were the first. You were the first victim, and you did it voluntarily, man. You sacrificed yourself.
Yeah, I think I was first out of the gate for Trump. Maybe one of the first two. I don't know, but
wait. There's one more. This made me a little bit sad, but I wanted to share.
Topic. Oh, I was going to answer that email.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you were wiping out.
No, I was just going to say, people think that Trump has us in this trance and we're some kind of cult. And what's so crazy about that is when I first heard him speak, he was saying everything that I was thinking, everything. So I was thinking about it before I even knew he was running for president. All the things that he wanted to do is what I wanted to do. And it was just simple, logical stuff, common sense stuff. That's all I wanted. And he was the only president, or the only guy running for president, that said it. So that was my belief before, and it's still my belief. And so it's not a cult. And if I was the first MAGA, great.
I remember when that was going down, you said he speaks like we talk. He talks like we talk. Yeah. And that's why he's going to win. And everybody was like, really? Yeah. And you're right.
He's unbelievable. And Greg Gutfeld is right. We don't deserve him.
Wow.
Go ahead.
All right. This is a touching one.
Colleen French, happy birthday. You're turning 61. You're a baby. I want to thank you all for being there without even realizing it. Don't know how to summarize this week, except to say it's been earth-shattering and heartbreaking. I was reading the news or browsing online nearly 24/7 this week. I shifted from crying to anger to prayer, then started the cycle over again. But when Elvis's American trilogy made me burst into tears, I knew I had to step back from everything and stop thinking about it for a bit. One of the things I did was listen to one of your podcasts. Do you know what happened? You made me laugh. Not just a little, but a lot. Oh, I learned some things and I felt comforted in it and at ease. So thank you all so much, except Mark. If you ever doubt whether you're making a difference, I promise that you are. Please, please, please be as safe as you can. Thank you all so much for just being there. God bless you all. Tatiana, well, thank you.
That's a wonderful letter.
Yeah,
it was very nice of her to say that.
Yeah, I wrote that a week ago, and I didn't know if you guys were going to put it up. No, thank you, Tatiana. That was lovely, and I'm glad. It's been a dark week. It's been a dark week, and I knew who Charlie Kirk was. I hope his wife and his two. Okay, We could talk about this, guys. Here's what I think, and I'm going to try to say this. Let me just say two things, and then you guys can go. Just let me get these off my head.
Okay.
Here's the only I don't know if it's the only thing that I think the children, his two beautiful children, can I don't even know what the word is. They will never really know life with him.
Yeah.
They're too young. One is 3, one is 1. So God, I hope this comes out right. The mom will tell him. They'll see videos.
Yeah, they'll have a lot of videos.
But it'll be there. They'll see it there.
Yeah.
They won't have their dad.
Very sad.
They won't remember it, and you're right.
They won't sitting next to him watching a movie or going to they just won't remember. They'll see pictures when they were babies, but they won't. They'll have no memory of him, and that destroys me. That absolutely crushes me because it just crushes me. Second, I of course we knew who Charlie Kirk was, and I watched videos of him. I had no idea how big he was. I had no idea.
Yeah, I did. I used to watch him a lot.
But Mark, I picked up my daughter one day after this happened, after he was assassinated, and we were talking about it. She said, "You know, Daddy," and my daughter goes to an international school. Kids from all over the world go to her school. She says, "Daddy, all the kids in my school wanted to meet him."
Wow.
And I said, "What?" She said, "They all watch his videos and they all want to meet him."
Great.
This is a high school.
Did you know Newsom's son wanted a picture with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Newsom, who not my favorite governor at all. His son wanted to meet him. The one good thing, not a good thing about what happened, but I'm saying what's happening now is so many people are now looking that never saw his videos and are watching them and really getting people to go, this was a great guy. He wanted conversation. He didn't, he wasn't negative. He was just engaged. So you can only hope that grows. And I want to say one thing that really touched me, that in LA, our wonderful mayor said, don't put the flags half mast.
I heard.
But here's what happened. A lot of fire stations did it anyway. And I got chills when they said it. There were a number of fire stations on the news, the local news, that they said, screw it, we're putting it half down. But how dare a mayor who's got Republicans and Democrats independent make a decision to not let the flags go half? And the firemen said, screw you,
good for them.
We're doing it. And how dare she speak for us? What does she think? Everybody thinks the way she does anyway. I thought that was so touching. Yeah. And I think the flag should have been put half. And I'm glad Trump did it. He was a wonderful guy. I really was so shocked because
he was just a citizen.
Yeah.
Just a citizen.
And his stuff was brilliant. And, they racist and this and that. It wasn't. If you watch his videos, he was a wonderful, engaging guy who looked at all sides and just made he talked to you. And that's what we need.
You're right. We're not all people think, hey, you live here. We're not. We couldn't be further away from it, but nothing substitutes for him being alive. But what I found fascinating after this happened were all the people that believed in God or were Christian or followed Jesus, but they hadn't been to church in a long time. And people were going, I'm actually getting dressed and I'm going to church because I don't know what to do. And this seems like the right thing to do. And it seemed like a really pervasive idea. So it was an interesting result from that. I mean, it doesn't.
I think people reacted.
They've had 40,000 requests. They've had 40,000 requests for Turning Point USA chapters throughout the country.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope it keeps going, and
I believe there's been an awakening in this
You're right.
country. Yep, I do. Not only do but I feel, I can feel it. I feel something different, and in a non-violent way, there's going to be a reckoning.
I think so.
I believe that, and I think Charlie Kirk is responsible for it. I really do.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
One simple guy who was super intelligent, and I feel so bad for his wife. God dang it! I mean, it's unbelievable. And all these conspiracy theories going on now. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Look at the guy behind him. Look at this guy. Look at this guy with his arm and this guy with his hat.
No,
Like,
that was all that. Yeah, that.
like, come on.
No, look, it was horrible, and again, I'm hoping, and I know it's a tiny minority of the country and people, but when people were, cheering and all the, and why would you do that? How could you live with yourself cheering that, even if you disagreed with him? He was just a guy that just expressed his views. He was nonviolent, and I still have faith that the majority, these are just crazy nuts, and it's a tiny percentage, but they make a lot of noise, and it just disgusted me, some of the reactions.
And there's a lot of, it's not sadness so much as anger.
You're right.
Oh, I got
A lot of anger.
Yeah.
And that's I'm not saying anything's going to happen or I'm going to do anything, but anger is a motivating.
Well,
I think to get up.
People are kind of saying, what is it, the famous line, I'm fed up, I'm not going to take it anymore. I think it's making a lot of people who just keep quiet are saying, no, we don't have to keep quiet. This was a horrible thing. And, we can't just, be passive as far as, what we say and express. And we've got to, we've got to carry it on. I mean,
and how many Christians do you think there are in the country? I never even looked it up. How many Christians do you think there are?
I don't know.
Got to be 100 million.
If you're just talking into your phone,
I'm just guessing. I would think 50% of them don't vote.
Yeah, they've had an issue with attendance, but I hear it is coming back up.
I hope so.
Younger people.
I hope. Yeah, younger people. Younger people going to church. Younger people. My daughter's school. Younger people getting very spiritual and religious. So
good. We need it.
Why is Fox News the only network to carry the truth? Oh, I don't know. But a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, nothing but prayers for, Charlie's wife and two beautiful children and his family. And, anyway, God bless him. And he's up where he belongs right now. So anyway, folks, thank you for watching.
Yep. Thank you.
And God bless all of you, and be strong, and see you next week.
All right. Good night.
Good night.